So I'm going to mention 3 films to round out my list of 5 films. I did go on and on about Radio Days and Broadway Danny Rose, but the next film, and I could, as everybody knows, I'm a huge nut for Woody, and I could pick, a lot of films that I love of Woody's, but the next one I want to mention is Stardust Memories. I know a lot of people don't necessarily put that in their top category, but that movie stuck with me. It's so weird, I love weird when directors, writers, actors try to do something different, and just the kind of nuttiness, the subtle nuttiness of that character's life. Beginning with like the poster in his house of that famous assassination poster, the guy being killed in Vietnam, I guess it is, and this giant blown up version of that to underscore the kind of neurosis and the nihilism of the guy's life. Jessica Harper's in that film, and a bunch of wonderful actors. But to me, the thing that I always love about that film is, there's, with Woody, he gives a lot of actors a chance. There's always the opportunity for them to have a great showing, to have a great scene. And there's an actress in Stardust Memories who I worked with once in New York, who's one of my favorite actresses, is Helen Hanft. I think it was H-A-N-1-F-T. Helen Hanft was in that kind of Sylvia Miles, Renee Taylor. You're not as curvy and as kind of as lusty as the two of them could be in films, especially Sylvia Miles, like a Midnight Cowboy. But Helen Hanft was funny. She was so funny. She plays the head of the film festival, I guess the director, who's greeting him when he arrives there, and she's very much like, okay, so, and you, and this, and remember, and of course you have to remember, and I really loved when you, and she's this very New Yorky, nutty woman. She was such a great actress. I loved her. And all those tableaus, the aliens coming and tell funnier jokes, and the woman he's in love with, Isabelle Huppert, I think it is, and just a great cast. Great actors, giving it everything they've got. The next movie I love, speaking of acting, is Crimes and Misdemeanors. Now, in terms of a drama, and this is a drama, there might be some lighthearted moments, but not many. In terms of a drama like this, and again, Woody is very generous in allowing the right actors to hold court, if you will, and to, pass them the ball. And it's an acting lesson. I mean, it is truly an acting lesson to watch Jerry Orbach and Marty Landau. Martin Landau was one of the greatest actors that ever lived. I mean, truly, everybody loved him and admired him because he was always truthful. What are the great performances that rely on you just staying in the pocket and you just staying true to the character and you staying subtle and real and not trying too hard to, tell the story yourself. You want to tell the story in conjunction with everything that's going on. And Landau is like Gregory Peck in To Kill a Mockingbird. It's like Brando in The Godfather. It's great acting because it's true. It's really truthful and really spot on. Him and Jerry Orbach, it's an acting lesson, the two of them. And Angelica Houston. That triptych of those three, it's so amazing and crushing. And for the acting alone, and Mia's in that, and Woody, but for the acting alone, and for Landau, Angelica, and Jerry Orbach, I mean, see Crimes and Misdemeanors, really, really, probably one of Woody's 2 or 3 top dramas. Yeah. So my last pick is Blue Jasmine. Obviously, a film I have a fondness for, not because I was in it, I had a small part in there, but again, the acting. I mean, Cate Blanchett won the Oscar. Cate Blanchett is hitting on all cylinders. She's one of the greatest leading actors in the business today. It was a real honor to work with her. Always an honor to work with Woody. Great cast. Sarsgaard, Cannavale, Sally Hawkins, Andrew Dice Clay. I mean, I'm doing the movie with him, and it's funny when you see somebody who has a certain persona. and like Dice, and he was doing the movie, and we're sitting there doing these scenes, and I'm going, man, this guy's good. He's really good. He was fabulous in the movie, and he was fun to work with too. But Cate Blanchett, boy, I had a couple scenes with her in the movie, and she was really, really, she's brave. She really, really wrung herself out in the service of those scenes. Some pretty ugly scenes between the husband and the wife, and she was remarkable. So Stardust Memories, Crimes and Misdemeanors, Blue Jasmine, Radio Days, and Broadway Danny Rose. That's just a start. Watch those 5 movies and to learn, if you don't already know, the Wonderful World of Woody. That works, doesn't it? Wonderful World of Woody.